Good morning, everybody. Welcome here. My name is Alan Fair. Some of my teammates are passing out some samples. We'd really value it if you would just take a moment, try the two different options, and tell us which one you think is the better of the two. Option number A, that's the one in the white cup. That's Nabila's creation. It's flatbread with goat cheese, rosemary, grapes, and some balsamic demi-glace. And option number B, that's in the red cup. That is Joyce's creation. It is an egg roll pierogi fusion with sour cream and wasabi dipping sauce. So if you could give those two a try and just let us know which one you think is a little bit better. Which one is your favorite? I know they're both really good. Which one is a little bit better than the other one? If you think that Nabila's creation, the flatbread with goat cheese, is the better option, then could you do us a favor and just take out your phone and scan this QR code right over here. That would be awesome. So then just give her creation a thumbs up. If you prefer Joyce's pierogi fusion creation, if you could scan this QR code here and give her creation a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. And we will be sure to let you know the results of that voting later on today. And while you're there, you could give the local Facebook page a like. That would be awesome. We'll keep you up to date on all the new happenings that are happening right here, our very own local. A quick show of hands, did anybody find this exercise to be fun? Was that fun for anybody? Is that okay? Did it me? Thank you. Did anybody find that to be tasty? Did anyone find that tasty? Some of that? Yeah, okay, good. Cool, awesome. Did anybody find it to be, hands up, engaging? Who felt engaged in what we were doing here so far this morning? Okay, a lot of you did. Excellent, that's really great to hear. If you think that that was tasty, fun, and engaging, wait till you hear about what we have planned for you. I've got my whole team with me here today. With me, I have Joyce-Ann Makayana. I've got Hertik Kundu. And I would like to introduce right now Nabila Sani, who is going to introduce you to our promotional idea.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by thanking the management of the local cafe and restaurant for giving us an opportunity to be here today. Before we get into business, I shall give you all an opportunity to win $500 from me personally. Just 3 questions. Question number 1. Can anybody tell me the population of Scarborough? Anybody? Answer: over 600,000 residents. Question number 2. Anybody know the population of Centennial College itself? Nobody? Over 40,000 students. Question number 3, going. Who can tell me how many residents stay at Centennial Place? Ding dong, over 800 residents. And do you know what percentage of those people patronize the local? Anybody? No, less than 0.0005% of all these people patronize the local. Now, what is our job today? We have to change those numbers. So if you give me a second, I'll share my screen with you and get right into it. Now, let me start by talking about our organization. We're called Jan Inc., and we're a full-service marketing agency. Our team is made up of Joyce-Ann Makayana, who is the Chief Executive Officer, who is a creative designer, has 10 years advertising experience, is an expert in organization and strategy, and a digital marketing expert. We have Alan Fair, who is the Director of Finance, who has 9 years marketing experience as well, and is incubator for innovative ideas. He's a social media influencer, and he's an event industry professional. We have Hertik Kundu, who's the sponsorship director. He's an expert in public outreach. He has 8 years public relations experience. He has an extensive network, and he's also a brand management expert. And then we have me, of course, Nabila Sani. I have 9 years marketing experience, extensive marketing intel, and I'm an innate problem solver with refreshing perspectives. Now that's about our company. Let's start with the project first. The project is about designing an experiential marketing initiatives that would raise the public profile of the local cafe and restaurant, which I will call the local henceforth, with the aim of increasing restaurant traffic and engaging the local community. What are the objectives of this proposal? We want to increase awareness about the locals' many offerings among the student population. We want to build brand awareness and a strong presence in the Eastern Toronto Scarborough market. We want to increase traffic and awareness on key slower days. Some days are busier than others. And of course, we want to raise the profile of the local in the eastern part of Toronto and the communities surrounding Centennial College. And all that will transmit into increased revenues. Now, what are our deliverables? An exciting experiential marketing campaign, a buzz in the Scarborough community, a buzz around all Centennial campuses, competition and bonding in the Centennial community itself, sponsorship opportunities, more print and social media exposure, and we want a group of local bloggers who would keep on blogging about the local. We did a SWOT to give you an idea as to what the strengths and weaknesses of the locals are. And for the strength, we identified the excellent leadership of the local, excellent variety of products, the talented chefs and students, and of course, the excellent pricing. You can't get cheaper, really. The weaknesses include the fact that students, employees always come and go. You have limited operating hours, limited brand visibility, lack of marketing budget. And then what are the opportunities? There are so many potential customers within the community and within even the student body. There are a lot of sponsorship opportunities from suppliers who supply the local with produce. There's the Centennial residence, which is just beside the restaurant. And there's a lot of networking opportunities through faculty of Centennial College. And what are the threats? Well, we know about the pandemic, which has shut down the restaurant for some months now. Of course, staffing limitations because it's students and many of them, they come, they change, they go. And sometimes you could also have lack of fresh produce. So how do we get there? What is our big idea? And we've called our big idea the local kitchen takeover. What we have in mind is a departmental food and beverage challenge, where departments are going to be challenged to come up with a new pastry or lunch item or beverage item that's going to be sold in the local. It's going to include students as well as staff of the college, and there'll be a maximum of 4 individuals per department to take part in the actual live competition. Application is going to be online, voting is going to be online. When the things are made, it's going to be displayed and sampled at the local patio or in the parking lot. There'll be online competition so that people can get involved and get engaged. And the 3 winning ideas are going to become a standard product at the local. And to also get people more engaged, we're going to arrange to have pastry samples provided to frontline workers in various hospitals in the community with a lot of media coverage. At this point, I'll hand over to my colleague, Joyce Makayana, who's going to walk you through the detailed marketing plan and how we're going to get people engaged in it and how it's going to become a real viral competition. Over to you, Joyce.
Thank you for that, Ms. Nabila. Hi guys, I am Joyce Makayana, the Chief Executive Director of Jan Incorporated. I will be discussing about the marketing plan of the local kitchen takeover. Okay, so here's the marketing plan for the local kitchen takeover. So for our target audience, our main priority is the students and staff of Centennial College, residents of the community around Centennial College, and Scarborough residents in general. Since our objective is to get all the students to join the competition regardless of the programs that they are taking, as long as they have passion and talent to make the food or drinks and want to share what they can offer to the restaurant. For the marketing vehicles, basically this event targets Generation Z and Y, born from 1995 to 1985, that are interested in creating a new masterpiece or product for the local cafe and restaurant. These generations are known growing up with technology and they are born digital. So we will launch the competition with experiential digital marketing using social media, as most people are into this platform nowadays. We are also targeting partnerships with social media influencers who makes content about local to post about the competition on their pages. So aside from posting videos about the competition on the television located at the local, we will also play the videos to the whole Centennial community. We will also post posters everywhere and with the help of the professors' classes, where they can suggest to their students to join the competition. We will also create a social media visual hype around the Scarborough in preparation for submission and voting procedures. We will also use digital marketing videos to be uploaded on social media sites like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Every day, we will post stories about the local, make teaser every week about the competition. Every entry will be posted as soon as we have the approved product with overall view and all. The frequency of messaging, as I've said, every day, heading up to the day of the competition. We will link the Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook accounts where we could post the content about the competition at the same time. So I now turn you over to Ritik Kondu for other details.
Hi everyone, I'm Ritik and I'm the sponsorship director for this project. I'll be discussing some aspects about sponsorship and to start with, the first thing is inventory of equipment. Inventory of equipment, we have categorized that under three heads. That's physical, digital, and personal. For the physical, we have needs such as we need posters, advertising competition, posters with instructions on how to vote, camera and microphone for recording. The second one is digital needs, which comes under catchy hashtags, portal for voting, QR codes, portal for submitting entries, and then lastly, personal needs, which are a person to shortlist entries, social media manager, videographer, video editor, interviewer, and poster designer. Next, I'll be talking about potential partnerships. To start with, firstly, we'll be researching different sponsors in the market. After researching, we would be reaching out to the ones whose matches or target audience matches to ours. After that, we'll be sending out a written proposal in which we'll be sharing some information about our company, what we do, what our values are, so that they can relate and see if they want to sponsor us. We will also offer them some incentive if they sponsor us. To make the deal go through, we will also showcase our data to make and feel them more confident about us. For the site plan and potential location, we've chosen the Centennial Hospitality hallway for the competition, and we've chosen the local cafe and restaurant itself for the final product to be launched. Whenever we're making a deal or any plan, there's always risk involved. So for that, we have done risk assessment and we have categorized it under three heads. One is, what if no one submit entries? For that, we have thought and we have come to a conclusion that we'll be going or approaching a celebrity chef for some promotions. And then second is, what if no one votes? For that, we'll be assigning some people on site at the location to encourage and facilitate voting. And then lastly, what if people from outside are not interested? For that, we'll be doing some cross-promotional networking to engage more audience.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that, Hertik. Let's talk about the finances. So the great thing about this promotion is that it is mainly promoting an idea, a concept, a competition. There isn't a lot of physical requirements to it. They physically have to buy, manage, handle. Obviously, there'll be the posters that we're going to be using to advertise the promotion to people around the local and in the neighborhood. There'll be an online advertising component that's including Facebook as well as Google AdWords. There'll be some fuel expenditure just in delivering posters and delivering samples to the frontline workers. The biggest cost for this project will be in the staffing. We'll need a project manager to oversee the execution of it as a whole. We're going to need someone in charge of creative, creating all of these social media posts and finding ways to make it engaging and snappy, and a social media manager, someone who is very savvy in the way of social media and able to make the most out of the small window of time that we have. Because of the digital requirements, there will be some gear required, so we'll need to take into account for that, and miscellaneous office supplies, of course. We are planning on giving away swag to everybody who is coming out and sampling the different items, so we'll have some budget for swag items there. So altogether, around $15,000, just over, for this promotion. When it comes to our income, we're expecting to get 5 different sponsorships for product placement involved inside of the promotion, and then 5 sponsorships that are really going to cross-promote with other businesses and their efforts to really increase awareness of what is going on in our neighborhood, for a total of $7,500 in sponsorships. When it comes to sponsors, we plan on approaching local suppliers, relationships that are already existing between the local, and then also neighboring businesses, people who would be interested in seeing more people, more foot traffic, an increase in foot traffic in the local area. If we aren't able to meet our goals when it comes to sponsorships, we do have redundancy plans in place, whether that be reducing staff costs, being able to do more with less people, or also cutting back on promotional swag. Who knows, maybe coming out and tasting the food will be exciting enough, and we won't even need the swag. So that is what we have for you today in a nutshell. And if I look, we have the results of our voting from earlier this morning between Joyce and Nabila's options. And if you want to know who the winner is, you just need to head over to the local Facebook page and check it out. Thank you so much for your time. We look forward to working with you in the future. Take care.